All right, guys, can you guys hear me okay? Yes? Okay. Let me know if you guys can't hear me or if you want to move to the front. First and foremost, thank you all for being here. My name is Carrie Zhang. I am an admissions and outreach counselor and the representative for the Natoma School District here. So I do come out to this school and speak to students in regards to admissions, the requirements. Today, we're going to be speaking in terms of what is a CSU, the requirements, admissions requirements, right? Financial aid, so on and so forth. If you guys do have questions, please do raise your hand and ask me. All of you guys were given 3 different handouts here. If you guys take over, look at it, okay? Questions, please do ask me. I know there's a lot of information here. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, there are 23 CSUs here in California. Out of the 23, Sac State is the 7th largest, and it is your local CSU here. If you haven't taken a campus tour, I'd really recommend that. Each campus has its own personality, academic focus, and geographic features. If you want to learn more about what each campus holds or offers, you can always get a campus tour. There's also open house, okay? CSU Mentor is also a great way for you to utilize. It's a website, which I'll talk more. I do have a slide on that. And outreach counselors such as myself, we're here to give you information about our school. If you have any questions about requirements, please ask. What can you study at the CSU level? If you take a look at your trifle here on the back-hand side, it has a listing of all of our majors. At Sac State, there are over 125 academic programs and 52 different majors and minors. Of course, each campus has their own type of majors and minors. As you can see here, there's business. Business is our #1 major at Sac State, followed by criminal justice. They also have unique majors. For instance, Bakersfield, they have the global intelligence and national security. Those of you who like theme parks, who likes to go to theme parks? Disneyland? No? A few of you guys? Okay, those of you who are interested, CSU Long Beach offers a theme park engineering major if you want to pursue that route. Sonoma State, they have a wine business major because they're known for their wineries, right? Any questions about majors? If you do, afterwards, please come talk to me. Cost of attendance, as you can see here, this is just an estimated cost. Each CSU, it varies. You guys are mainly responsible for the direct cost, as you can see here, $6,778. That's for the whole academic year. You're going to split that in half. You pay around $3,300 per semester. Indirect costs, that's going to vary based off of your books and supplies, where you're living on or off campus. Books and supplies, okay? Sac State, for instance, our Hornet Bookstore does offer a rental program where you can actually rent books, or you can always rent books through Amazon or check.com as well. We offer free transportation at Sac State. Some of the CSUs may do that too. If you go to that school, they have your one card, which is your maybe Sac State ID, and a bus sleeve. You can use it for the light rail itself, the public bus, or the Hornet bus shuttle. Financial aid, who wants money to go to college? All of you guys, right? Yes? Well, here's a listing of what you can get through federal aid and state. I do want to mention, starting this year, juniors, we are going to open our FAFSA application starting October 1st. In the previous years, it started in January, right? January 1st to March 2nd. This year, it's going to start from October 1st to March 2nd. So take note of that, very important. Yes?
And so what tax year did you use for that?
Last year's.
Okay.
Very good question. Any other questions? No? As you can see here, we do have a CSU state grant. There's also the CSU Educational Opportunity Program grant, which serves first-generation college students. Those of you who are interested in the Educational Opportunity Program, known as EOP, you can apply for that through the CSU Mentor application itself as well. Here are a listing of some of our requirements in terms of how to get in at the freshman level. I did hand out what's called our freshman buzz here, right? And on the backhand side is a transfer buzz. With that being said, if you look at it, okay, have any questions? Raise your hand. High school graduation, you must graduate from high school in order to attend a CSU, of course. AVG requirements, take a look down here. It's a listing of all the classes that you need. Our eligibility index, which consists of your GPA and your test scores. CSU does not look into the writing section of your ACT or SAT. About 25% admit freshman application based off of your eligibility index. Take a look here, A through G requirements. Again, 2 years of social sciences, 4 years of English. With that being said, mathematics, you need at least 3 years. We do recommend 4 years of math, however, so take note of that. Science, you must have 1 year biological and 1 year physical. So for physical, it's either chemistry or physics. Language other than English, I know here only states 2 years, okay? But for Sac State, if you take 3 or more years in high school, you will knock out our foreign language graduation requirement. So once you get to Sac State, you won't have to take that additional class. Visual and performing arts and electives is 1 year each. Eligible index, it's also listed on your bus if you guys haven't taken a look at it yet. This is how we admit students based off of their criteria. As you can see here, there are 2 different formulas, one for SAT and one for ACT. Okay? If you have a GPA of a 3.0 or above, you can still get admitted based off of your A through G requirements, right? But if you have below a 3.0, a 2.95 here, these are the test scores that you must get to meet our minimum requirements. If you take a look here on the left-hand column, down below, it gives you the eligibility index at the minimum requirements. For an eligibility index of SAT, you must meet at least 2,900, and this is just for local residents here. Those who are coming out of the area are held responsible for a higher eligibility index. At the transfer level, can I get a show of hand who wants to pursue maybe the community college route at all? Thinking, no? Okay. Community college? Community college? Maybe? Okay. So those of you who are interested, on the backhand side, it gives you a breakdown in terms of how to pursue that route, okay? Just quickly, you do need 60 transferable semester units, I'm sorry, or 90 quarter units. On top of that, meeting the Golden 4 criteria, which is your critical thinking, okay? Your written communication, oral communication, and a math course, anything above intermediate algebra. Having a GPA of a 2.0 or above, and a good standing at your last institution. Admissions and impaction. So what is campus impaction? It pretty much means that that particular campus have more students who are interested in enrolling to their campus during the initial filing period, right? Versus program impaction, meaning more students who are interested in one particular program, they're having a lot more students than they can accommodate. Here's a listing of impacted campuses at the freshman level. Mm-hmm.
How is it relevant when they first apply? They wouldn't apply for a specific major?
Very good question. I can give an example from Sac State. Each campus may vary. Since business, criminal justice, nursing, so on and so forth, they're impacted majors, right? It's also listed in the brochure here, if you guys want to look in terms of what we have in impacted majors. Students can still get admitted, okay, even if they apply to an impacted major at Sac State. Once they get there, they'll take the prerequisite courses for these majors and then submit a supplemental application. Each department will have their own requirements for students to meet in order to get into their program. But again, every CSU may vary. They may have their own process. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, and so you have to know this before you apply if you're going for a specific major. You have to know that you might not get into that specific major. You sort of wouldn't know this.
Correct. Okay. Yes. Any other questions about impaction? No? Okay, so as I've stated, here's a listing of impacted campuses at the freshman level. As you can see, Chico, Humboldt, Los Angeles, Sonoma, San Marcos, so on and so forth. Okay. And then here's a transfer level criteria. Chico, Los Angeles, Pomona, Sacramento, Sonoma, San Marcos, SF, and San Bernardino. These are the schools that have impacted programs, okay, for all of them. So Fresno, Fullerton, Long Beach, San Diego, San Jose, and San Luis Obispo. Now, how to apply? This is where you're going to apply CSU Mentor, starting October 1st to November 30th. As you can see here, you can explore the campuses here. You can start planning for your college financial aid, testing. You're going to apply here. This is where you're going to link up to our application itself. Create your account if you haven't already. And how do you prepare? How do you go to college prepared and ready? You guys were all given this little circle handout here. As you can see here, it's beyond the GPA. On the backhand side, it gives you a great breakdown in terms of how to be college ready, right? With that said, admitting on self-report information is very, very important. Make sure when you guys make your account for your SAT or ACT to match it up with your CSU mentor name itself. We've had students who submitted test scores to us, and because their names don't match up, don't get their test scores in on time, and their applications can be rescinded, and you don't want that. I would encourage students to always contact the admissions department to make sure, hey, is my test score in? And then we'll go ahead and check that for you on our end. Again, take 4 years of math and the early assessment program. Juniors, during your spring term, you guys took what's called the CBAC or the CASP exam, early assessment program. Depending on how you score, I'm not sure if you guys got your scores back yet, but as you can see here on the top yellow column here, if you score a standard exceeded or standard met, you are pretty much college ready. If you score a standard met, you must be enrolled in an approved senior year math and or English course based off of your score. With that being said, you want to satisfy remediation. We're really pushing for college ready. That's why therefore we encourage students to partake in the college ready initiative here. If you have questions or need clarification on how to be college ready, ask us. We're here for you. If you do skip through these remediation courses, you can save over $25,000, and that's a lot of money there. As far as the associate's degree for transfer, we're also pushing students to be transfer ready. Okay? Transfer ready meaning there are 60 transferable units or 90 quarter units, and completing all the prerequisite courses at the community college prior to admitting to Sac State. The reason so is because if students don't take the prerequisite courses prior, once they come to the CSU, they'll be competing against freshmen who get priority over these courses. And it will be more challenging having them get those courses. Again, I kind of touched base on this already, but it is a college initiative. Please do check out their website, which is located under CSU, right here, csu.edu/beyond the GPA. Very, very important for students. And admissions and outreach is here to assist you. Please do contact our office. We do have drop-in hours as well if you want to come and meet with our counselors on duty. With this said, do you guys have any further questions for me? This is a chance to ask. It's pretty much the end of my presentation. No? No questions here? If you guys want to come up and ask me individually, you're more than welcome to as well. Yes?
If they wanted to take a gap year, how does that work?
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time.
If the student wanted to take a gap year,
A gap year?
so do you apply and then can defer your admission for a year?
Meaning the student wants to take a year off, right? Is that what you're referring to?
A year between high school and starting college?
Okay, very, very good question. So coming out straight from high school, if you want to take a gap year, let's say you don't go to college at all, you can still come in as a freshman level, right? But students who say they graduated from high school and started taking courses at the transfer level, they'll be considered a transfer student now. So they'll have to go to the transfer route, which is the backside of the bus. Okay, very good question.
Is there an option to apply and get accepted and then defer it for a year?
Unfortunately, it may vary depending on CSUs. You might want to contact them, but I know for a fact that at Sac State, unfortunately, we do not defer applications. You will, yeah. Okay. Any other questions? No? Well, thank you all for being here. And if you do have questions, if you do have questions and you want to ask me individually, please do come up and talk to me. Okay? Thank you.